Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to do a PS Vita collection video. In March 2019, Sony decided to end the production of PS Vita system. That means PS Vita has officially been discontinued. As a Vita supporter, I think now is the time to take one last look at my Vita collection. I own two systems, a PS TV and around 50 games. Therefore, in this video, I will give you my thought on some of the games I played. Let's get started. Let's start with one of my favorite Vita games, Uncharted Golden Abyss. If Vita can have more games like this, it might attract more players. Also, it can really show how powerful Vita is as a handheld system. Next, we have Tear Away. This is another game which can demonstrate all the Vita's features. The game is also available on PS4 right now. However, the gameplay is slightly different between both editions. I actually played on both, and I personally prefer PS4 edition more. When it comes to shooting games, I believe most Vita players will agree Killzone Mercenary is the best one. I am totally agree with it. However, I will put it this way. This is the game I would like to play if I own a Vita, but I will not buy a Vita just in order to play this game. Next, we have Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified. I know a lot of people hate this one. I'm not sure why, because I personally don't think this game is that bad. It's definitely not a great game, but by Vita standard, this is still a fun shooting game to play. Another shooting game here is Unit 13. This is also my first Vita game. This is a very underrated shooting game. Unfortunately, the developer is gone right after they released this game. Therefore, this is also their last project. Next, we have Couple Farming Simulator 16 and 18. Both games are handheld exclusive. If you are a fan of the series, it's not bad to play both games on Vita. I personally kind of enjoy the overall gameplay experience. Next, we have a Lego game, Ninjago Ninjdroids. I normally don't like Lego games, but I would say this is the one of few that I actually enjoy playing. I can easily pick it up and play. One of the hugest franchises on Vita is Hyperdimension series. I believe they released total 8 games in North America. I only have 5 here and play none for offline. Both Hyperdimension Neptunia U and Mega Techmansion are hack and slash type games. If you don't like the traditional turn-based RPG, those two will be the good one to try. Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 2 is a remake of MK2 from PS3. I spent more than 100 hours to play on this game last year. It's boring and grinding. Kinda reminded me why I hate those old school turn-based JRPG. Hyper Devotion Noir is the one I still do not have a chance to play. I plan to play it later this year. However, I heard the game is pretty grinding also, so I have very low expectation. Super Dimension Neptune vs Sega Hard Girls is the latest one they released on Vita. Compared with Rebirth 2, this one is a lot better. If you want to get into the series, I would suggest starting with this one. When talking about JRPG, how can we not mention the best one on Vita? Persona 4 Golden. My only problem with this game is its turn-based battle system. I get tired with it very quickly. Another Persona game here is Persona 4 Dancing All Night. This is a rhythm game, and the Disco Fever edition comes with a lot of stuffs. The game is very easy. Even for a new player, you should be able to beat it without too many issues. Next, we have Tales of Hearts R. For the physical release in North America, this one is GameStop exclusive. So far, I only spent a few hours in the game, but I will definitely go back to finish it later this year. Next one, I'm not even sure if I really want to play it. That is Trillion God of Destruction. It looks like a strange JRPG. More JRPG, Criminal Girls 2. I played on it in 2018. The game is not that great. It reminds me of those old school JRPG which require level grinding. Also, the game is censored in the US, therefore I don't recommend this one. Next, we have Dungeon Travelers 2. It also comes with a calendar. This is a dungeon crawler game. same as Criminal Girls 2 is censored in the US. This is not a type of game for everyone. A lot of people might find the gameplay is very boring. I played on the game and I don't really enjoy it. Another Vita exclusive RPG, the Hollow Knight 3. What can I say about this game? It kinda reminds me Dragon Age, but with better control. Especially when you fight a strong enemy, it's a nightmare. Next we have is Memories of Celceta, a fantastic game which will come to PS4. The only problem I have is it doesn't support PS TV. This is the type of game I prefer playing on TV, therefore I might consider to get this one on PS4. Here we have a Vita launch title, Army Corps of Hell. The gameplay is similar to Pikmin. Not a bad game, but I just don't like its cover design. Another dungeon crawler, Stranger of Sword City. I still have no chance to play this one yet, and I don't think I will touch it this year. Now let's talk about sports games. There are not that many on Vita, and I only have two here. First is Hot Shots Golf. This is another launch title. You can find the series on pretty much every PlayStation system. I must say I played some golf games before and I find this one is pretty challenging. Next we have a rare game, Maiden 13. The game used to be very expensive. A sealed copy could cost you almost $100. However, in recent years you can get it in a reasonable price. Especially if you go for a pre-owned copy, it will not cost you too much. Here we have Super Monkey Ball Banana Splits. Man, this is a hard game. I spent a lot of time in this game already. I don't think I can play now yet. Next, we have Valkyrie Drive Bikini. I thought I would like the game, but after playing it, it's not a cup of my tea. We have another Vita exclusive here, Drive Girls. The game was released in the end of Vita life cycle. I played on the game last year. I must say this is a pretty bad rip-off of Senran Kagura. The control is horrible and the bad camera angle makes it worse. However, I still appreciate there is a developer supports Vita in the end of its life cycle. Next we have Earth Defense Force 2. Earth Defense games are always hard. That's why I still do not open this one yet. Last two Vita physical release from NIS America, Penny Punching Princess and The Longest 5 Minutes. This is probably the next Vita game I'm going to play. Now let's talk about the most popular genre on PS Vita, that is visual novel. We see a lot of visual novel had been released on Vita. There are mainly two types of players who purchase this type of game. One is trophy hunter and the other is the one who actually likes to read. I'm a trophy hunter, so I definitely play quite a few visual novels. Therefore, I'm going to show you what I recommend and what I don't. Let's start with Danganronpa series. This is definitely one of the series I highly recommend. The story is intense and it also includes some gameplay. Therefore, you don't just sit there and read the text. The only problem I can think about is the class trial in the end of each chapter is way too complicated. I feel a lot of people might lose interest because of that. There is also a spin-off, Ultra Despair Girls. This is actually an action-adventure type game. If you really don't like a visual novel, you can try this one. The story is set between first and second games. Next, we have Virtue's Last Reward. This is the second game from the Zero Escape series. Zero Escape is my favorite series. It's a visual novel combined with puzzle solving. The story is fantastic and the puzzles are interesting to solve. I think this is how a good visual novel should be. Another great visual novel here is Bad Apple Wars. This Day 1 edition is GameStop exclusive. I like the background of this game, using high school to represent the world after death. It's definitely an interesting topic. Next, we have couple psychedelic games. Each of them has its own story and gameplay style. I personally prefer Black Butterfly more. The background of this game is similar to Bad Apple Wars, talking about the world after death. I'm always interested in this kind of setup. Asian Hulk also has decent story, but some of gameplays in this game look redundant. The rest are the one I don't recommend at all. Hakuoki series has the most strange setup. Samurai combines with vampire, definitely not a fan of it. Next we have Color X Malice. After playing on it, I still have no clue what the game is talking about. Most characters in this game are weird also. Let's close to the end. Let's check some big box special edition. First we have Senran Kakura Shinobi vs. Let's Get Physical Edition. One of my favorite games on Vita. If you are into hack and slash type game, this is the one you should give it a try. Next we have Sorcery Saga Limited Edition. This is a very strange JRPG. It's really hard for me to like it. The gameplay is actually alright, but the characters are irritating. Another JRPG, Atalia Shali Plus Limited Edition. This is the game I'm going to play this summer. Next we have Dungeon Crawler Operation Abyss New Tokyo Legacy Limited Edition. If time goes back, I probably would not buy this one. It's not because the game is bad. I mean, I don't know how the game is at this moment. I just don't have time to play this type of game. It will take 70 hours to get a Platinum Trophy. I would like to use those time to play something else. My favorite horror game on Vita, Yamawari Night Alone. It also comes with the Firefly Diary, which is a 2D platform game. Yamawari Night Alone is definitely a game I highly recommend. It has a very unique art style and the atmosphere in the game is great. If you like horror game, this is the one you should not miss. The last game here is A Rose in the Twilight. There is only one word that can describe this 2D platform game, and that is horrible. The game is slow and the puzzles are boring. There are definitely a lot of room for improvements. This is my entire Vita collection. Right now I have 47 physical games and 10 digital games. I do not purchase any Vita game for a while, and that's because the new games are kinda expensive right now. Therefore, I'm not sure if I am able to grow my collection. Anyway, this is probably the last time I show my Vita collection. My next plan is playing on as many Vita games as I can. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos in the future.